What a scam. What a scam, this African con. This African con is a scam. When we're going to talk about it, people are going to say that we're doing too much. Biggest scam. Biggest scam ever. La canne la plus corrompue. La canne la plus corrompue. Je ne discute avec personne. Les gens ne comprennent pas ça. Les gens ne comprennent pas ça. Et ils se disent que le Sénégal est quelque chose. Le Sénégal n'est rien avec vous. Les Sénégalais, eux, sont dans le monde. Eux, ils sont dans leur bulle. Eux, ils sont dans leur délit. Eux, ils rêvent et ils pensent vraiment qu'ils vont pouvoir gagner la CAN. Ils n'ont pas encore compris. Et ils ne veulent comprendre rien. Ils ne sont avec personne. Ils sont dans leur bulle. En tout cas, vous allez seulement voir. Le Sénégal ne va pas gagner. Le Sénégal ne peut pas gagner la CAN. Surtout au Maroc. Il ne peut pas gagner la CAN. Les Sénégalais sont les plus faciles à voler. Les Sénégalais sont les plus faciles à voler. Ils ne peuvent pas gagner la CAN au Maroc. C'est pas possible. Les Sénégalais ne vont pas gagner la CAN. Eux-mêmes, on dirait que les joueurs sénégalais savent. Ils ont fait les plus difficiles pour nettoyer le terrain. Mais d'un autre côté, les Sénégalais, la manière qu'ils sont très très individualistes dans leur coin là. Pour eux, dès qu'il y a une équipe qui perd un match, ah non, ils n'ont pas été bons et tout. Je rigole seulement. J'ai hâte de voir leur réaction pour demain. J'ai très très hâte de voir leur réaction. C'est même pas demain, c'est quoi? C'est samedi. Le plus grand scam de l'histoire. Where are you guys watching me from? Welcome guys. Coucou, vous me regardez de quel pays? Vous parlez anglais ou français? Ah, la canne de la triche. America? Okay, nice to meet you, Lone Wolf. Can you spell it, Jamie? I don't understand. No, I won't spell it. I don't have time for that. I am just so confused about, I don't know if you watch like the African World Cup. Biggest scam ever. They just ruin everything. Selling the match, it's insane. African con is it's insane. They just sold the game. Just literally sold the game. How can you tell me that one of the strongest team? Yo, not even the penalty. Did you guys watch the game? They weren't even playing. Nigerians weren't playing today. The Nigeria we know. As the game starts, like at least already 2-0. And all that, I knew it since I learned that they didn't got paid for 4 games. They won 4 games. Was it on purpose? I'm sure that it was on purpose. Thank you, Kavi. Okay, lonely one. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not in Nigeria. Exactly. They wanted to take us for fools. But what hurts me, it's not about me being a Nigerian or not. It's just that I support African countries. I support African countries. Nigeria was one of the top teams Nigerians were one of the top teams because when Cameroon talked about it, people ignore Cameroon. People were saying like, "Oh, Cameroon is just complaining. They didn't play the game. They were lame." Adadi, adadada. No, it's not about my origins. It's about the soccer. And what is hurting me is that the Senegalese people are not seeing it. They're such an individualist, whole world dimension something. No, it's not AI. I don't know in which galaxy or which planet they are, but they won't even care that they're getting robbed. Hi, Sohan. I know you. You've already come to my live stream, Sohan. I might have forgot. Like, they don't understand that they'll get robbed tomorrow. Like, not tomorrow, but like on the finals, they're going to get robbed. They wanted so bad Senegal, so they did everything in their power for Senegal to pass because they know that Senegal is the easiest country to rob people from. You see how the Senegalese are dancing. It's not about my nationality, Campbell. It's about the game. Can you leave the picture in the back? What do you mean? I wish I could take you to my country or I was your neighbor. Totally not. Yeah, tell me your question. I'm listening. I am so frustrated. Guys, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, please. What do you mean, are you from your marriage? I'm talking about the soccer game. I am so pissed about the soccer game. No, I don't know much about K-pop. Hi, Hakudoshi. I don't know if like there are football fans on YouTube. I am so frustrated that I cannot even go on my TikTok page to really discuss about it. I really want to debate about soccer. Is anybody watching the African Con from the YouTube for you page? We need to discuss about it. I am so upset. I am really, really upset. Oh, thank God, Aisha, you're talking about soccer. No, I'm not Catholic. I want everybody that cares about soccer to just come. Let's talk about it. Didi, Aisha, let's talk about the soccer thing. Because I find that so unfair. Guys, tap the live, share the live to people that you know, people that love soccer, people that want to talk about it. I really want to talk about that. It is so unfair. Yeah, Nigeria is safe for females. It is so unfair and I don't understand. I don't get it. Guys, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. I am so upset. I'm like, what? Guys, did you guys see the Nigeria against Algeria? How they were bragging? And then, you know what is funny? Is that the coach said the players are tired. Tired of what? The coach said that the players are tired. Tired of what? Oh, thank you so much, Totally Not. Thank you. But I saw a lot of white tourist girls harassing Nigeria. God, no. So they have to go around with security. Like, there are some streets that they shouldn't go to. The African Cup of Nations is the best international tournament. But it's been robbed. It's been robbed. Hey, I'm from Canada. How about you, Edgar? Yo, the referee was the most insane thing in this competition. They were insane. Wait a minute. Let me see. I'm going to ask the question. What do you think about wait, Nigeria? Okay. Yeah. Like that, people are going to come in. Guys, please drop me thumbs up. Thumbs up. Please drop me thumbs up. Drop me hearts, please. You're so cute. Thank you so much. Are you Moroccan? No, I'm not Moroccan, Rami. Are you Moroccan? I want to talk about the African Cup, and I find that so unfair. Aisha, did you watch the game of today? Like, what is your opinion? What is your stand on today? Hi, Georgina. How are you? What is the connection with Diddy? You support Nigeria? Okay, so what do you think about the game today? Oh, thank God. Rami, I need to talk. I need to talk about the game. Like, it's annoying me. What do you think about the game today? Like, did you see the normal Nigeria? Come on, you look prettier than Ronaldo. You're funny. You're so sweet. What do you think about the game? Because I feel, I see that it was corrupt from the beginning to the end. And do you know what surprised me? Is that the coach is giving that shitty excuse that our players are tired. Tired of what? The night before the game, our players are tired from going up and down. Hello? They're taking us for fools. And then they talk about going to penalties. I saw one man playing from the 11 team members. I didn't see Osimhen. Osimhen was like a ghost during all the whole game. Osimhen was like a ghost. Yes, Krish. Yes, I watched the match. I did not recognize Nigeria. Usually, type of play. Exactly. Because that's the same thing that happened with Cameroon. We didn't recognize Cameroon. People were like, Nigeria cook Algeria. But the Nigeria that we saw playing against Algeria, we were like, yo, if it was Morocco, Morocco would have eaten a 5-0. 10-0 because the Algerian team is 5 times better than the Moroccan team. The Moroccan team cheated since the first game. And what is annoying me is that the Senegalese community doesn't see it. They really dream that they're going to win. They will not win. That's what they are not getting. Sure. I will tell you the reason why I stopped. Okay. Cricket is better than football. I don't watch cricket though. That's why I don't know about that. Trust me, Nigeria is stronger than Morocco. I promise you that I know that Algeria is better than Morocco. I saw the Algerian games. I saw the Moroccan games. You guys won against Congo fair and play. You guys struggled for 120 minutes. They didn't give you it easy to you, but you guys managed and won. So I can know for sure that if it was against Moroccans, you guys would have won. That is why they made sure Nigeria got you out. And they got paid because they got Algeria out because of the problems you guys have. And then when they get out, they don't care. It's only about money and that's it. Hey, love the stream. Can you have a shout out? I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much, Dirty Negroes. Yeah, they bought it. And do you know what happened to the Cameroon president? The Cameroon soccer president got sanctioned for $20,000. He got sanctioned for complaining about it. He has to pay $20,000. Why? Because something is not okay. I don't watch soccer. I watch cricket, but I hate soccer. Why do you hate soccer? Total not. And why do you think cricket is better? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the game Morocco versus Nigeria, which I think it was robbed. A lot of cheating in this cup. A lot of cheating. A lot of cheating. And also, did you notice something? The teams that wouldn't sell the games had the worst referees. Algeria had the worst referees. Mali versus Senegal had the worst referees. And Cameroon had the most horrible referees. Amen, Dahana. I think that if the match has been against Egypt or Senegal, Nigeria performance would have been different. Exactly. Exactly. To show you how bad they sold it. To show you how bad they sold it. The mission was to get out the hardest teams. That was what Nigeria was paid for. And I find it fishy because I do not understand. They never confirmed us that Nigerian team got paid for the 4 bonuses. But they showed the battle against Nigeria. So I think they got paid today. Today was their only payday. And that is freaking sad. I think they didn't pay Nigerians on purpose. For them to have a reason to play for. That is what I think right here. Because this is some BS. I'm the president. President of what? Who is Dixon? Like, subscribe, done. Have you heard about the death of Mali journalist inside? No way, no. No. What happened? Jesus Christ, wait a minute. Let me check that out. What happened? No way. No way. Wait, Mali? Mali journalist death in Morocco. Wait a minute, let me write that down. I this, it just got out now. It just got out now. No freaking way. Hey, Jesus Christ. No. This is one proof that this is robbed. This was robbed. I just saw it now. And they said that they're still checking out what happened about that. I'm sure he knew something. I'm sure he wanted to denounce something. And now I understand why the journalists from Cameroon are acting like the games are fair. Now I understand why the journalists that are there and that are from Cameroon, they're like not taking a stand, not talking about it. And you see, I saw a flip from one of our journalists. He was complaining about how Cameroon got robbed, okay? And then today, a few hours after him complaining about us robbed, today after the game with Senegal, they sued Samuel Eto'o, and him today, he flipped. He's saying, he's like, yeah, I know that I complaining about Morocco, but like honestly, like Morocco was playing very good today. Like I didn't see no Nigerian team. I'm sure that his team told him to watch out of what he's talking about. And that is full of BS. I'm sure. No, I'm not a single mother. I'm sorry. Hey there, new to your channel, subscribe and hit the like. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I do have a channel too. Oh, nice to meet you, Jason. Let me drop you a follow back. I'm going to drop you a follow back as soon. Wait, I just screenshot your account. I'm going to drop you a follow back as soon as I get off. I'm just really into what I'm saying. So, like, I am really, really into the debates, like, you know, because I'm like, damn. I am so happy and I thank God that I'm in a protected country. And maybe if what happened there is that suspicious, I need to watch out. Because, oh, we all know that FIFA is corrupt and that especially Morocco has invested a lot in this competition, especially in stadiums and the organization. So it's easy to guess what is going on behind the scenes. Yeah, but what does all that mean? What does all that mean? Because, you know, Cameroon invested too. Ivory Coast invested a lot too. A lot of countries invested. Why is there investment that matters more? Is it about the corruption that makes them matter more? Yes, I am African. Could you shout out my food friend Dixon Mias? He loves the stream. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Dixon. Thank you. Your background sucks. I know that it sucks. I know that it sucks. I know. The reason for it is that he exposed all the manipulation and the cheating that Morocco engages in. Believe me, this is the worst tournament I've ever seen, and I hate Morocco. Damn. Wait a minute. Let me text my contact, cause you know I have a guy. Okay, I have a guy that I have a guy. I'm typing. Wait, let me see. I have a guy that was giving me information about what would happen and stuff. So I'm scared. Okay. So if that is how we have to work, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let me send him a message. Oh God, this is insane. This is really, really insane. Morocco is something else. And you know what is unfair? That means like when you have power, when you have money, that means that you can do whatever you want. You can threaten people because you have money. That is sad. So you wear plastic water bottle scandals. I'm talking about soccer. I'm talking about soccer right now. Hello, where are you from? I'm from Canada. Where did you buy your honey? I'm talking about Nigeria right now. I'm talking about Nigeria. Shout out to Mike Hunt. I wish you the best and God bless you. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you so much, Aisha, for debating with me. Girl, I'm genuinely so gassy right now. No, it's not funny. Not even funny. What are you talking about, Chessmon? What are you gassy about? That's right. Everything for it is for sale. And that is sad. And why did they have to take him out? Why would they have to take him out? I don't understand. Why do they have to get into that type of action? Why? Okay, he's denouncing. Make him pass for somebody that is talking about BS. That's it. Why do they have to remove or unalive him? I don't know about the LGBT in Canada. Hi from Houston, Maine. Nice to meet you, Vivian. I'm glad it's a pleasure to Aisha. I'm glad Nigeria lost. They would have allowed on the internet. What are you glad about? You're glad about the corruption? You're glad that they sold their game? My name is Queen. Yeah, obviously there are many teams that if the games were fair, they deserve the cup. Algeria could have gone at least third place. Cameroon could have been somewhere second place, and Nigeria probably would have won. Or even Mali did well. They performed very, very well. Good morning. Good morning from London. Hi, Almori. How are you? She be starting up stuff. Now I'm just playing. What are you talking about, Philip? I think Morocco won fair and square, but Nigeria is always a great team. Where do you think that is fair and square? I'm sorry, I have a question for you, Almori. Did you see the Nigeria of two days ago? Did you see the Nigeria of 2 days ago? Let's be honest. I want you to be clearly honest. Did you see the Nigeria of 2 days ago? No, that wasn't the Nigeria we know. They didn't even push. No, like normally the Nigeria I know, Lookman and Osimhen would be even fighting over getting the ball. They want to score so bad that they will be fighting. They will be fighting to get the ball. Nothing. They weren't even moving. Every time they're about to shoot, like you see, there's nobody to pass the goal to, nobody to play, nothing. I think this game was sold. They sold their game and that's it. I bet you that, strangely enough, the Egyptian-Nigerian match will be completely different from yesterday's. Of course, Aisa. You think that what? When it's a country that is not a host, they will play like really strong. But I'm sure that today is their first day of getting their official paycheck. And it was either they stick to the rule or they get out without getting paid nothing from all the games. I think they got bullied about the money. I think Nigerians got bullied about the money. And today was their first real paycheck. They weren't paid for 4 games. In Algeria, they had to get them out and lose. From the moment they get them out and lose, they get their first paycheck. That is how I saw the game. Guys, please drop a thumbs up, please, and share the live out to somebody who wants to debate about it, please. The high of fire cheating? Of fire by cheating? What do you mean, Rami, of fire by cheating? The highest pressure from Moroccans just destabilized all the Nigerian team tactics. Not even. The pressure thing that you're talking about, I didn't see that today. I didn't see that today. There are many faults that weren't called, but the Nigerian teams that I know, they weren't even trying. If Nigeria was trying to play, and we could see clearly that they weren't having an opportunity to play, I would be like, okay, yeah. Morocco is a very strong team, that's for sure. They were like, do you see the bodies, how they were playing and all that? They would stand against Morocco. They were standing against Morocco. So I don't even believe that it's because of something like destabilized. They just saw their game. And their main players weren't playing. And then there's Osimhen that gets out before the goal shoot. Because he knew that when they're going to go to penalty, if he misses, they will obviously see it. Yeah, right. The Nigeria that I know. Please don't feed me bullshit. Kitoko, don't feed me bullshit. They are tired now. Which tired now? So Morocco is not tired. Morocco is not tired. The only team that can be tired in all the most important game, that is when even the fire is going to come out. And also they had 4 days of rest. You cannot talk me about they are tired. Tired of what? What is about the tiredness of what? Hi Carlos from Argentina. Nice to meet you. We just won the U20 World Cup, remember? Which bad losers? Of course not. Of course not. But it's normal. You're Moroccan. Of course you're Moroccan. You have to support your country. You have to support it. No matter what you guys go with. I heard your influencers. Moroccan influencers said that we go up, we go down. If you guys have to win by cheating, you guys are going to do it. Ghana is better, by the way. We didn't see Ghana this turn. We saw no Ghana. Yeah, he was talking about, your influencers are talking about cheating. They said whatever they have to do to cheat to win it, they will do it. Wait, let me see. That is your people talking about that. I have the videos. You speak French, right? Do you speak French? I'm sure you speak French. That's for sure. I'm going to let you listen about your people talking about cheating. Anyways, we know that this thing was corrupt, but it's fine. It's fine. Corruption for you guys. You guys are used to be corrupting everybody. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Where is that guy? I'm going to make you listen to your own people. I do speak French. I do speak French and English. But right now, this Moroccan guy wants to say blind and act like their country is not able to cheat just to win this. But we know what they're capable of. We know what their country are capable of. He said it clearly, fair and square, that if they have to cheat to get this, they will. So why are we still surprised? They're exactly doing what they said they would. They were so scared of Cameroon, they got us out. So scared of Algeria, got them out. By another strong team, for people to be like, oh no, this was a good game, da 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 da. And you guys got it. You guys got them. I'm looking for that video. Wait, let me go on his page. What is his name? Chronic Atlas. Chronic Atlas. What is his name? Chronic Atlas. Thinking that there's a big conspiracy against black people. What do you mean? Which conspiracy? That is very low. You can take everybody for a fool, but not me. Listen. Listen to what your brother said.
Le Mali, c'est bon, c'est mon personnage, les gars. Ça sera la plus grande humiliation de l'histoire du football marocain. Je veux rien savoir aujourd'hui, peu importe la manière, il faut gagner. Peu importe la manière, je veux rien savoir. On doit gagner ce match, les frères. Il n'y aura pas pire humiliation, de toute façon, que de se faire sortir contre ce Cameroun-là. Il n'y aura pas pire.
Peu importe la manière, any way possible, we need to get them out. So you want to teach me new French? Is it now Woro French? This is not Woro French. It is clear, fair, and square, right? How you said you guys won. Clear, fair, and square. That's the same clear, fair, and square I heard. Anything They have to get to win this game. They have to. I swear that I was praying to play with them. You were praying to play with them? What do you mean? You're a soccer player, Lao? I remember the guy who drew money at Seb later to troll him. Of course. Of course. Even Cameroon, they were trolling us on the field. They were trolling us and mocking us. They were mocking us because they knew that the referee was on their side. And they knew that the only way that Cameroon would have not been able to actually completely playing is by using the referee. And it was 14 against everybody. Do you know, I was checking on the videos properly on the game today. First of all, something that I find unfair is that there is no space for Nigerians. You could see that Nigerian had like barely a little bunch of people, and that's it. A little squad of people. And then the rest is all of them. All of them, all of them, all of them. So to make sure the pressure is high. Now we have the crazy referee. But then all that is a scenario to make sure that it doesn't, even if they try to play a little bit, they get reminded not to play. And also what? They follow the script, going along with the game, trying to fool us and pretending that they're trying to play. We're not stupid. We're not kids. Come on. Come on. Make it make sense. I didn't watch the game. What happened? Nigeria sold their game. That's what I could say that happened. Can you guys hear me? 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 Can Yes, okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't notice. I'm so sorry. So I was saying like you could see them smile like not the referee. The coach was laughing and smiling after they lost. Like, it's like he just got his first paycheck. He's happy about it. Senegal won't do anything. Thank you so much, Bucks. Senegal won't do anything. Don't even worry about Senegal. Senegal, or I agree with your arguments about the pressure in the stadium. Yes, that is a factor too, but they weren't even trying, Nigerians. They weren't even trying. We could talk about bullying, but they weren't even trying. Did you see the body size of one Nigerian on the state? Just one Nigerian on the state, he can carry like 3 Moroccan players. Him alone. They were trying to go 2-on-2 on them to pressure them. They could just make them fly. Do you know what is Virat Kohli? No. No, I'm not. They won't do anything. Rami, let me explain you something about the Senegalese. Senegalese are people that play in their bubble. Whatever favor them, they are sticking with whatever favor them. Whatever don't favor them, you are going to see them opening their mouth. The only moment they're going to open their mouth is when they're going to see that they're getting robbed. But before that, they don't care. Before that, they don't care. Senegalese, they are really believing that they will win, but they don't know that their team knows exactly what to do. They have a script to follow, they won't play. That's the problem with Senegalese people. Big Boss. I don't think so. I don't think I watched it. Exactly. Look, you know what is funny? Wait, let me show you one picture. You know, it's very funny. Let me show you one picture. It is very, very funny. I fall across it when I was doing like my my thing, you know. What is this? What is this? What is this? Do you see? Do you guys see? What now? Yo! You would say that it's a joke, right? Look! Look! You would say that it's a joke, but it's that happening. It is happening. You're going to say that it's so conspirational and all that. Yo! I saw this. I saw, and that is exactly what will happen. And you see, even Senegalese people are cheering for them. The Senegalese people are cheering for them. You guys would think that I'm just, you know, making up stuff. I'm in a sort of bubble or something. That is what will happen. The Simpson did it again. The Simpson did it again. Yeah, I do. I have watched Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. But the other ones that you said, I don't know about it. The Simpson did it again. When I fell on that and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I dreaming? Wait a minute. Yo, this is like pissing me off to a point that I'm just like, yo, at this point, just give it to them. We go home. We let them do their thing. Because their action playing is not even funny at this point anymore. Like, people are really thinking that Senegalese people are going to do something. Senegalese people don't care about us. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care. They're in their bubble. For them, they're going to win the game in La La Land. And everything is going to be as they plan. And that's it. They're not getting that. They're not winning. Wait a minute. I'm going to try to push the picture. Okay. So like that, you guys get the picture like showed properly, because I'm going to try to send the picture properly. You look like a Demogorgon. Talks. The money screams. Money screams. It doesn't even talk at this point, because what is going on is BS. Look. Can you guys see now properly? It was in front of our faces all along. It's like, it reminds me the game against Jake Paul and Tyson. Jake Paul and Tyson, he was paid for that. And then when I think again about the game about Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua not following the script, getting into an accident, and all that, people are always going to say, you guys are trying to do too much. It was just an accident. We're not done. We can see it right here. Would you love to join our everyday stream every day? I don't know who you guys are, Bugs Fox, but I'm going to sing. I got your channel, so I'm going to sing. I'm going to check you guys out. That's for sure. Stop yapping and get a job. Oh my god, Lux Chen. You think I have no job, honey? Moroccan favorite because they're playing home. It's not only because of that. They bought it all. Because if we were talking about favorite, like, you know, it would be so obvious to all the people that organize it to win. But it's not all countries that organize it that won. The only exception was like Ivory Coast last year, and Ivory Coast deserved it. They didn't cheat to get it. I was shocked by the Senegalese people who were happy to lose. Happy to lose when? How? They sought all possible means. Exactly. They said all possible means. They said it. All their influencers are saying that any way they have to win it, they are going to get it. And that is sad. Hi, Panka. How are you? Then Lean USA. Oop, I didn't have the time to read that. So, guys, what do you think? If the World African Cup is corrupt, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? If we look at this, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Do you think it's USA? Yo, imagine USA winning. Imagine USA having to corrupt the World Cup to win. Yo, it would be like the funniest World Cup ever. Imagine if we could really do that. Because American has money, right? They only have to pay the other teams and be like, yo, get your check, get your check. Thank you for your participation. Now you can go home. Bye-bye. Because I don't know. Guys, are you with me? Aisha and Rami. Are you guys with me? Don't you find it sauce, okay? Guys, let's be for real. Don't you find it sauce that Senegalese is able to beat Egypt like kids? Like the way they beat Egypt, it was like they were just training. But then Ivory Coast were struggling to beat Egypt. It's not making sense. Hi, Brian. Brian, are you here for the debate? Tell me yes, because you're from Burkina. Tell me yes. Don't you find it sauce? Like, I'm like, what is going on? I am very sure about it, Muhammad. Hi, Muhammad. How are you? I'm very sure. Hate from Burkina Faso. What do you mean hate from Burkina Faso? Like, I find it so sauce. And look something clear. The Ivorians were very, very quick to defeat Burkina. Ivorians were very quick to defeat Senegal. But the little funny team they brought us this year of Egypt, like Egypt were so bad that they had to pay the referee to win against South Africa. That is how losers they were. I'm doing good. Thank God you're doing good. Yo, I don't know. Am I the crazy one? Because when I'm seeing this, I'm like, okay, now this makes sense. All this is unfolding across our eyes. Then we're seeing everything more and more clear. Because Ivory Coast, I don't know. Ivory Coast, I didn't see them play. Ivory Coast wasn't the Ivory Coast I know. Like when he Can you guys hear me? I'm here. Can you guys hear me? 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 Yeah? Okay, thank God. So, as I was saying, like, we're saying hi, Peko. Hi, Mr. King. Thank you, Theo. Sounds okay. Okay, so when you see all this unfolding, what do you see? What do you think? This is insane. And this is pissing me off because I do not want to see the finale. I don't want to see the finals because I already know that it's going to result in Senegal losing. I was saying, look, what is funny is that since the beginning that this World Cup started, I was complaining about Moroccans cheating. People were telling me, why are you hating Morocco? You're being very racist to Moroccans. Stop that. Why do you have so much hate against Morocco? I watched your games. I watch each of their games. And them being the winner. That's funny. My name is Duma. Nice to meet you, Duma. I drop a like and subscribe to you, girly. Thank you so much. I'm not hating Morocco. I want people not to confuse that. I want people to understand that I do not hate Morocco, but I hate corruption. I hate unfairness. That is what I'm against. What a shock. What shocks me is that Nigeria has won all the games since. Exactly, Morocco was struggling each game. Moroccans were struggling each game, and Nigeria had the highest score. They were 9 points away. Throughout all the competition, they were 9 points ahead. You want to tell me the strongest team, no matter how tired they were, I would say they would do like maybe 1-0, 2-0 if they were too tired. People that would play 4-0, 3-0, 3-2. When they felt too filled of themselves, they would do 3-1, 3-2. Hi, Mr. King 67. I want to go to school by. Okay, Peko. I was in Morocco during the match and I experienced a lot of racism. I don't know if you're aware that there are political problems with Morocco. I know I saw that. I saw that. No, but you know, a thing that I should and I respect about Algerians is that you guys don't call yourself men for no reason. You guys actually stand up for what you guys think is fair. You guys actually stand up for what you guys think is fair. The thing is, like, Moroccans are very strategic. They hide into details. You know, like Algerians against Nigeria, the chances and the hope for you guys to win were very, very small. It was very, very small for you guys to win the chances because the team was super strong. So the mistakes that you guys were complaining about look like you guys were crying for nothing. But knowing that a team is very strong and giving them the referee too, you cannot talk much. They didn't have to put the referee with them. They didn't need to. But just to piss you guys off, yeah. They wanted you guys to look like bad guys. Argentina people respect Nigeria, Cameroon too. Oh, big love to Argentina. Hello, Jane. Hello, what's your topic? Are you talking today? Jane, so we're talking about the African World Cup. What do you think about today's game with Nigeria against Morocco? No, for sure. For sure, my pleasure. Algerians, I told you guys that you guys have your ups and downs. You guys have your personality, but what I could respect is because they made sure that you guys get out and piss you off by getting you out like the way they did it. They made sure about it for you guys to be discreditable against the whole world and for them to look like victims. I'm not Nigerian, but I love Nigeria. Hi, Butch. How are you? No, like, let's talk about the real facts. Like, they didn't have to do all that. But just to humiliate you guys, that's what they did. For the humiliation, that's what they did. And that is very, very sad. Because they knew that what? They knew that Nigeria would never sell their game. Nigeria would sell their game, but you Algerians would never sell the game. And you know what is funny? Is that after, hi Clement, how are you? After the game against Cameroon, you see Cameroonians were pissed, they were complaining, and I saw a lot of Cameroonians saying, "Oh, we didn't play right." Anyways, there is this guy that came on my panel. He told me like, this game is already rigged. They sold the game, and it is done for. Nothing much will happen. This game is rigged. I'm going to sleep. Bye. Okay, have a great night. Mr. King 67. Hey, what is your country, madam? What do you mean 6-7 in? What do you mean by 6-7 in? What did you see 6-7? But anyways, that is the thing that I noticed. I knew Cameroon was fucked when the referee was changed. Exactly. Exactly. They were look what happened for Cameroon, because people think that Cameroon was crying for nothing. No, like they let not more than 20 supporters of Cameroon. When they let the 20 supporters of Cameroon, they split the supporters. They weren't in a group. They could be maximum 2 people together, but they split them around all the Americans. All the Americans were in the room. The rest of the 8,000, around 10,000 Cameroonians were left outside. They couldn't get in. But we know how Moroccans don't pay for their tickets. They don't pay. You guys know it. Then, on the field, there was bullying that they didn't film. They were bullying our people. They were bullying our players. And when our players would get the ball, they would boo them, put them a lot of pressure. And they saw how intense Cameroon was coming to play. The referee was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You are not going nowhere with the ball. Yellow card, fought. And we were like, what the hell? As soon as we touch Moroccans, they roll to South Africa and then they come back to Morocco. Every time we would touch their players. So, at this point, is the game still fair? No. Telling us that we will cry about the game. Excuse me? Six, 7. Are you happy? I said it. I know 6-7 is a meme. But I thought we left it in 2025. I guess we're still rolling. Away from football, I love your nails. Oh, thank you, Rami. You're so sweet. Politicians also get involved in this competition and decide how things would end. And that is very sad because we know the politicians are behind this corruption, and apparently he's a very scary one. The politician behind all this scandal, we know he's a very scary one. Hi Milton, how are you? I love that you're not afraid to get on live looking like this. What does my look has? Jamal, what is wrong with my looks? This shit was rigged against Cameroon, but we're still strong. Yeah, do you know what they did to Cameroon? They sued Eto'o. They sued Samuel Eto'o for complaining during the game. They sued Samuel Eto'o for complaining during the game. It was a compliment? Thank you. Thank you so much. They sued Samuel Eto'o for complaining during the game. What can you tell me else? He sent a diplomatic message saying how he was proud. Congratulations to Morocco, no problem. Even in the vestiaire, even on the cameras and all that, they still sued him. These people are full of BS. Argentina vs Cameroon, Italia 90 of unforgettable game. Italian 90s. Cameroon used to be a great nation, and this new Cameroon team is going to be a strong one. You guys are going to see, it's just a matter of time. We're getting robbed because people are scared of what we're capable of, but it's coming. 6, 7 kids come here. Oh damn. So because I said 6, 7, all of you guys are coming. Jeez. We love football, we hate corruption. Exactly, we do love football. 6, 7 kids, madam. No, I don't have a boyfriend. Yeah, Samuel Eto'o is a goat. Hi all, H3. I'm great, how about you? Oh, I have the 6, 7 group in here. I already said the 6, 7, so you guys should be cool with that. Thank you so much, Adam. As to the meme, as to Jane can tell you what 6, 7 means. Dan can tell you what 6, 7 means. They can tell you. Guys, they're asking what does 6, 7 means. 6, 7 lovers. They need some explanation. Like 6, 7 last year was the meme. So you got the explanation. 6, 7 is a brain rot meme. You met Elon Musk? I wish I could meet him one day. Maybe throughout this stream, Elon Musk is going to notice me and be like, okay, Queen, you're meeting me. Hi, Pedro. Yo, it is insane. Because as soon as you say 6, 7, whatever topic you're talking about, the 6, 7 crew is coming and they're not going. I live in France. I don't know what 6, 7 means. They said it's a brain rot meme. I think you guys will have to search it up to be able to fully understand it. Senegal needs no win. What do you mean Senegal needs no win? Yes, there's more to life, for sure. Sylvie, do you have Instagram, Snap, any, and be your friend if you accept, of course. I need time to get to know more of you guys. The more I take time to get to know you guys, the more I can feel comfortable. With time, if we have discussions and stuff like that, no problem. I can give you my other social medias and then we can connect like that. You know. Have you been to the US? Of course I've been so many times. Thank you so much for the nails. Brain rot. Okay. 6-7, I love you. Love you too, guys. The 6-7 group. Hello, where are you from and what language do you speak? I happened to come across this channel while watching a Korean broadcast. I was curious, so I clicked on it. I'm from Canada and I'm speaking in English. And we're talking about the African World Cup and how it's been corrupted and being robbed. Can I send you money? Is it possible to do that on YouTube? Send people money? See my name, also subscribe. Lusanus! Vladin Huhu. Okay. I love you, Danny. Oh, you're so sweet. I already said your name. Zendaya. Who is Zendaya? Me? How was this African been? Not to watch any of it. It was a big scam, Foxy Boy. It was the biggest universal scam ever. The biggest robbery ever. I'm great, Pedro. How about you? You guys think I'm Zendaya? I already said 6-7. Thank you, awesome Hinia. That I don't disclose. I don't disclose my age on streams. Lusanus, I already said your name. I already said 6-7. Spider-Man's girlfriend. Me? Hey Gavin, I like some money too. I'm in Dallas. Clement said he needs some money too. Gavin. I didn't know it was possible to like send money to people over here. How is this year? Like, I already answered that question, right? Is Canada cold right now? I have a friend in Montreal. Canada is very freezing, but today was like kind of okay. But Canada is freezing, and this is going to be the coldest winter ever, according to the news. Madame say 6-7. I already said 6-7. Beautiful girl, thank you so much, Shadow. Save the Christians. What do you mean? Which Christians? That kind of Zendaya. Me? I'm Zendaya. Hi, African Beauty. It's a message from Cypher from India. Nice to meet you, Cypher. Where are you from? You should come to the Philippines. Ooh! And plus, I love adobo. I really, really love adobo. So I would be... It would be a pleasure for me to come, actually. It would be a pleasure for me to come. Same channel blocked. What do you mean? Okay, let me help you out. Okay, goodbye. I'm still learning. Is it possible to send money? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm new to YouTube. Hi, Jarius. Hi, Godzilla. BWC? What does BWC mean? At least one positive thing is that the quality of the organization and the security that's a success. Africans are capable when they want to be. Of course. They had to show that their country is better than other African countries. Of course, they have to put it very high and for it to look very secure. Even the FBI came to the World Cup, African World Cup. The FBI came to watch. They were watching behind the scenes. I saw the FBI coming. It was very interesting. But the thing is, like, it doesn't change the fact that there is a Malian reporter that got unalived. So that I'm going to talk about. You should probably leave. It's a mild winter. Is it snowy? Very, very snowy. Sorry for coming into the channel without an invitation. I'll be leaving now. I don't understand. What do you mean? Hello there. I'm from India. Nice to meet you, Nishant. You have a natural beauty. Thank you so much. 504, Brian. Can I cook adobo for you? Of course, please. Please. How do we say thank you? How do we say thank you in like Tagalog? Do you speak Tagalog? Do you like India? Of course, I love India. Pumi Chanel. I know it's not Indian song, but it just reminds me Tyler in India and the baddies. I'll take your money. Ooh. Nice to meet you, Shadow. Thunder Gamer. Watch Bayern Munich. That is the best football team in the world. Support Bayern Munich. You won't like it, but I'm a Madrillian. I love Real Madrid. You should be Miss Canada 2026. Clack it. Thank you. That is so sweet. I used to do pageant before. I don't know if I'm going to restart this year. I'm going to see about it and see how it goes, and we'll see about it. I read your question wrong. I thought it would ask about what is going on in Nigeria. I heard Christians were being okay. I do not want to interfere into politics because that is a sensitive subject, and you know I'm still new on here, so I need to learn how things work on this channel for me to be able to address certain type of topics. Like the African World Cup, it's something very, you know, common, but talking about politics is very, very, very harsh. If you like soccer, then come to Argentina to the Boca Junior Stadium. I will visit, Carlos. I will visit for sure. Watch Brian Renee. Yeah, where is it then? You look like my sister. Ooh, red hot. Are you sure? Why do your nails? Why do you like these nails? Oh, it was for how do we call it? It was for Christmas. I did my nails for Christmas. Yeah, that's why I did it like that. Nigeria is a great team. Yeah, they're a great team, but they didn't give us a great game. That's unfortunate. Hi, Pearl Shine. I like Congo. Goma City, so beautiful. I want to go for a trip. You should. You should. Congo is a very, very beautiful country. I'm doing great, Pearl Shine. How about you? Thunder Game, please don't spam messages. Yeah, he's really, really spamming. I saw your message, Thunder. Caramel chocolate, okay. You look like a model. Thank you so much. You think I'm not a queen? Oh, hot pepper. That's one. You should support the religion you belong to. Yeah, they're supporting and supporting, you know. I don't like to mix myself into all that. Guys, please don't spam your messages. I could see it properly. You don't have to spam your messages, please. I understand. Speed, please, I need this. What do you mean, speed, please, I need this? Can you send a shout out to the people of 03 Mexico Long Live? To both Ivan, greetings from Mazzala, Sinaloa. I don't know what I'm reading. I don't know what I'm reading because I don't understand, but shout out to whatever I wrote. You're so pretty. Thank you, Vance. You look like a model. Thank you so much, Lotan. Okay, there was a game with Nigeria today. Yes, Nigeria today played against Morocco, and we think that the game got robbed. Like Nigerians sold the game to Morocco for Moroccans to get to the finals. You look beautiful, girl. I'm from Fiji. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much, Trex. Girl, you're so pretty. Thank you so much, Ava. Thank you, Lautan. Make the speed face. Which speed face? I still have a lot to learn. Do you want to be friends with me, Shadow? Okay. I'm Muslim. Are you Christian, Sylvie? This is a long, another debate. It's not that I'm denying being Christian, but I'm not religious. I consider myself having a personal relationship with Jesus, but I'm not really into like religion and all that. Because believing in God and be religious, I think is two different things. What do you mean speed face, speed face, speed face? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Thank you so much for this. What speed face? Wait. Let me look it up. So at least I know what you guys are talking about. Okay, speed face meme. Okay, where is it? This one? Is it this one? This one? Is it that one? The speed face meme? Shout out to Ava May 12. Thank you so much. About time, a beauty on screen. Oh, thank you so much, Stan man. Thank you. What do you mean regret? What do you mean by regret? Who is your name? What? Hello, do you know I Show Speed and Kaisenet? You mean Kaisenet? Did they come to You mean Nigeria? Interesting. Do you want to be friends with me? No problem, Shadow. Hey. Speed fast. Speed. Greetings from North Korea. Hi, Supreme. I did I Show Speed face, right? Wasn't it was that face, right? Where are you from? I'm from Canada. God bless you, amen. Amen to Asia. Congratulations to Morocco. I hope you didn't complain about the referee. No, I complained about Nigeria. They sold their game, Africa. They sold their game. That's what I think. Yes. Yeah, that was the face. It's AI? What do you mean it's AI? I'm not AI, guys. Come on. Oh, thank you so much, Trix. I'm real, guys. I'm real. AJ Singh, hi. Urban Crocodile, hi. Hello, AJ Singh. Can I get a shout out to my friend Tomoso? Shout out to Tomoso. You look beautiful. Thank you so much, Rajat. Would you like to visit Goma City with me? I would love to get to know you more. Then we can go on trips if we get an opportunity. I think that your relationship with religion is your own personal business. I was answering to a question, so I don't see why you have to say that. Oh, you're so sweet, Rex. Lawton, what do you regret? Hi, Jessica from Russia. How are you? It's time to go to work. I've obviously subscribed. Have a good day. Thank you so much, Asia. Thank you so much. Aisha Speed is going in a helicopter. Yeah, I'm following his journey. His Ethiopia journey was so cool though. Even South Africa, well, a lot of African countries are so cool because us Africans too, we're discovering other countries too. Because those South countries, we heard about it, we learned about them, but we never saw that how much it was so developed and beautiful and stuff like that. Watching from India, thank you so much. Rami, I respect all religions. I don't mean to embarrass you in interfering with your personal life. I simply wanted to advise you to read about Islam and share your thoughts. I already had the Muslim and Christian debates about religion and all that. It was very fun. Like I respect your beliefs and stuff like that. But I was looking for something, I got it, and I'm so grateful. But I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing people. You guys are really amazing people, to be honest. I'm from Johannesburg. Nice to meet you, Lotan from Johannesburg. Hey, Adik, how are you? Jason, where are you from? I'm from Canada. How about you? You said you're from India, right, AG? If I remember. I will bear all your expenses if you're comfortable with me joining on my stream. Like, it's not about like the expenses. It's not about the expenses or like needing somebody to take care of me. It's just like I need to get to know the people that I'm traveling with. Yolanda. You're from Yolanda? Lotan. Ooh. Is it me we're calling baby? Hey, you're so pretty, girl. Eyes blessed. Thank you so much, Rosanna. Thank you. Hey, Marcus. I just speed crush. What do you mean? Happy New Year, Marcus. Wait, let me see. Okay, that was a fake crash. Come on. Yeah, with the simulation he crashed. Yeah, it was funny though. Yeah, I checked it. It was funny. Hello, son. Me, I'm the director. Best audition. Go Hollywood. Okay. I want a baby. Hey, hi now. What do you mean? What is a baby? Hey, hi now. Hi, Mr. Frick. What a name. What's your opinion on Trump? I'm not talking about politics. No, Mr. Orange guy on my channel. The orange guy, he should stay there. He's my neighbor. What he did to the Venezuelan president, what ICE is doing in your country, I do not want to get involved with all that. So I'm not talking about that. If you were a vegetable, would you be a cucumber or just an aggressive potato? You with the sneaky questions, 93. Never mind. Very sneaky. You're so sweet, Oyen Tanda. You're so sweet. Thank you. You ain't gonna help me with my jungle fever? What is jungle fever? I don't understand. Hi, Daweed. Hi, Windsor. Kapal Nabajaja. Hi. At least I try reading your name. Ripons Sean TV 6-7. Moonflake. How's gay? Not crazy, but okay. Who is gay? Not crazy, but okay. What do you mean who is gay, not crazy, but okay? I don't get it. Got done with... Where am I from? Okay, I'm from Canada. Hello, Carl Lover. How are you? Netflix and chill? Lowton, you're looking for Netflix and chill? On YouTube? Damn. Did you watch Heated Rivalry series? No, I didn't. David, hello, how are you? What is the question with the gay thingy? People have the right to be what they feel like. Hi Jeff, how are you? Please, yes, please, what? Say 6-7 again. The 6-7 fans. Hate that Rivalry is Canadian series. Go watch it. Okay, what is it about? Summarize me a little bit. Give me the envy to watch it. Sweet. Ooh. Shaher, hello, how are you? Venomized, do you know the way? The way to what? Hey, mamita. Hi, Dylan. The way to what? Yeah, tell me about the... I want a banana. Wait, no, I want it. There's some comments that... Wait a minute. Am I supposed to read all the comments? Because there's some comments that are really insane. And I'm like, damn. No, but really, it's insane. Check out the trailer of Heated Rivalry. Okay, let me write it down. You guys are right. Let me write it down. Heated Rivalry. I'm going to put it in my list of things to watch. Rivalry. And I was looking for something to watch, so this is a good idea. Rami Sylvie, I'm going to work now. I'm really happy to meet you. Kind girl like you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, really, Rami. May God bless you. Really have a great and amazing day. Nice to meet you too. I'm here. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm really trying and fighting for it. So I'm coming. Hey, Sylvie. Who is your God? Why? Why? Speed face one more time. The Why do you guys like the I show speed face? Why do you guys like it like that? First of all, yes. First of all, Lotan, tell me about it. Oh, you're so sweet, Gigi. Whoa. Who are you, Sylvia? I'm a human being, just like you. Western or Eastern Canada? That is a good question. I think Eastern Canada. I'm from the French side. I speak normally French, but I love English. I am an English lover. What was your show? The Cavalry something Heated Rivalry. That's what they told me to go and watch. Watch Summer Harakudite. It's an horror base. No, I hate horror movies. I'm a baby. I cannot watch horror movies. I'm really a baby. Like, I need to sleep at night. My sleep, I value that a lot. So, yeah, I cannot do. It's a no, can do. If you want to give me comics, adventure, science, sci-fi, yeah. Horror, no, thank you. I'm so sorry, guys, for yawning. Would you rather wear a bib every day? Every time you eat out or drink from CP cup every day? Huh? What do you mean regret, Lotan? Hi, Sangani. Hi. Greetings. I'm great. How about you, Christish? The speed face? That's why you're telling me regret. Thank you for the subs. Hi, Rift. How are you? Remember W60 future model I see before me. Ooh, thank you. You're so nice. Heated Valley is a show about love affair between two hockey players. Thank you for the tea. Thank you for the tea. So I'm going to like I love being a little bit noisy. Just a little bit nosy. He said you're cool. Thank you so much. Have you ever seen Stranger Things web series? What do you mean a web series? Like I watch Stranger Things, but why web series? Hi, Dancing Stars. Like the thing with Stranger Things, I feel like it's different because like I grew up with Stranger Things, so I can take the scary story around it. So yeah, but the rest, like I've also seen a lot of behind the scenes, so yeah, it's different. Hi, Butch. How are you? I look like Speed. Hi, Dancing Stars. I look like I show Speed. That is a new one. That is a new one. Hey, from Washington, D.C. You're gorgeous. Thank you so much, Luca TV. Thank you. Please watch No Regrets. So it's a movie. Movie or series. What is it about? I'm writing this down. No Regrets. I'm writing it down, so my next thing to watch is No Regrets. Ever watch You? I didn't like You. I'm sorry for the You lovers. It was like, because you know the guy in the You thing that was one of the main actors. I watched Gossip Girl, and just the fact that I was used to him in Gossip Girl, I couldn't grasp that other series because I was like, nah, I just nah. Me, I know him as Dan Humphrey, and to me, he's going to stay a Dan Humphrey all the way. I cannot see him as a bad guy or whatsoever. Like, he's a Dan Humphrey to me. So that's why I couldn't, like, go with the You thing. Love you, Anderson from Brazil. Hi, Dancing Stars. Blood Trade, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, Christopher. Nice to meet you guys. You guys are so sweet. Hi, Himori. How are you guys this sweet? How do you guys make it to be so sweet? You guys are so nice. You guys are so polite. You guys are so lovely. Guys, what do you guys think about Kai Sinet leaving? Kai Sinet said he's leaving streaming. How do you guys feel about it? I'm sad though. Hey, Jackpack. How are you? You're from Alaska? How do you guys feel about Kai Sinet leaving? Are you guys Kai Sinet lovers or not really? Because me, I was heartbroken. I was really heartbroken when I heard that he's leaving streaming. I'm happy that he's pursuing his other career, but hearing the backstory about Kai Sinet, it makes more sense. What am I going to see in your eyes, Rowan? You do not like Speed? I do like Speed. Of course I do love Ice Speed. I love Aisha Speed. He's an amazing man. Damn, you look too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. Oh, you're so sweet. Notification. -0 below here. Nice to meet you. I love your voice. You're so beautiful. Thank you, Butcher. So you guys prefer me talking about Aisha Speed or Kai Sinet? You guys are more team iShowSpeed or Kaisene? Allons-y, 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 allons-y. Wait a minute. So team iShowSpeed. Team iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed fan lovers. Okay, I will stop. Hey, my so. Okay, everyone. Did you watch the game? Of course, I watched it. It was awful, horrible, disappointed. What is happening in this pic behind you? A lot of things is happening in this pic. Do you know this guy? Do you guys know this guy? Who is this guy? That is my question for today. Who is this guy? Hi, Robbie. 6'7", kind of like. He's in Egypt? No, he's in Ethiopia. He didn't go to Egypt yet. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. Do you know anything about me? No, AJ, I don't. Tell me something I don't know. I finally recovered from the injury. Oh, did you play today? Oh, not really. Speed. Are you sure this is speed? Are you guys sure this is iShowSpeed? Ooh. I'm doing a huge... Ew, why would you tell me that? This is James Bond? Are you guys for real? This is James Bond? He's in Egypt now and he's streaming. How is Drake doing? What do you mean Drake? What happened to Drake? Well, let's see. iShowSpeed is in Egypt? Damn, he already arrived to Egypt. Damn, you guys are right. Oh yeah, you guys are right. He's in Egypt. I didn't know. You know, doing content creation is not easy, huh? It's really not easy. Damn. Habibi. He went to Egypt. No, this was in Ethiopia, but okay, he's in Egypt, so I need to catch up. I need to wake up. I need to... Yeah, thank you guys for letting me know. Now he's in Egypt. You should check. Don't lie. Yeah, I will do content on him in Egypt. I didn't know he already arrived to Egypt though. I'm sorry. Which place do you want to go for holidays? I didn't think about that, honestly. It is him. The fake Speed don't have the same eyes. He has Asian eyes. Exactly. What do you mean the fake Speed? The Speed from Zimbabwe, he's so sweet though. He was making the state of Speed there more like comforting, more fun. I think he's a good asset to Speed, actually. iShowSpeed. I didn't think about that. Daily Pips. Yeah, I'm watching. I just saw that. Watching him by the pyramids. He's doing flights around. Yeah, I'm going to do content on him. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Paige. Paige in the building. Paige in the building. Of course, I remember you, girl. You're so funny. Why would I forget you? You're nice. I remember nice people. Like, I forget mean people and I remember nice people. How much of loaf of bread in Canada? How much is a loaf of bread in Canada? I promise you, I would be a liar if I told you that I know the answer. That's something that I don't check. What the guy is doing behind you? You want him to be in front of me? I cannot put him in front of me though. That's the problem. Even I would just... My eyeballs are cool. What do you mean? What? I didn't say anything bad about the fakes. Huh? Colty, I didn't understand. Didn't get it. Snakes on the plane. Gooden, what are you talking about? Are you a man or are you a woman? I'm unable to determine that. I'm a woman. This is a man. This is a woman. And I'm happy to be a woman. I was born a baby cutie girl. Cutie patty. I also agree one had a bad ego though. The shy one was smart. What are you talking about? You're talking about the three IShowSpeed? The Ethiopian, Zimbabwe, and IShowSpeed? Or what are you talking about? I just got here and all. I want to say is Jesus is what I want to say is Jesus Christ loves you. God bless you. Amen. Colton. Wait, you should do another vote since you have more people now. Are you a man or a woman? I already answered that. Bro, obviously she's a woman. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to say, Paige. Then, what do you know? Why should I care about that type of details? I'm from Canada. I have UVs. Use V's. Huh? I don't understand, Lawton. If you watch the clip where they are asking girls who likes them. You're talking about the three IShowSpeed? Today is the day for you. Enjoy. Thank you, boss. The one on the right side trying to pressure them. The real speed. And the shy one is just laughing at him. That is true. I saw them. They were really funny together. Alwyn, I'm great. How about you? You're really, really beautiful. Thank you so much, Franks. It's snakes on the. God, I don't understand. What language do you speak? I'm speaking English. Ignore that troll. If they can tell your sex, then perhaps they should go and see an eye specialist. You know, it's complicated because you know I fell on a video today with a doctor that they were asking her, can a man give birth? So it was getting confusing and stuff like that. You're kind of kind and beautiful. Why don't you embrace Islam and save yourself from hellfire? Come on. Should we debate about those type of things? Lashes looks Tia today. Thank you so much. You have the right to choose your religion, please. Don't impose yours on mine, like to me. Okay, guys, I have a question for you guys. It's just a simple question. Can men give birth? Okay. Guys, I have a question up here. I want your answer. Call Snoop Dogg and ask him. I'm looking. Guys, I need your answer. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. I'm listening. Lol, I don't know what that question made me laugh. No, it's just because I fell on a video today and I was like so confused because they were asking to an experiment doctor about, she was a woman and they were asking her, can a man give birth? But she answered everything except the question. Yeah, but the woman, wasn't answering the question. You guys are going to think that I'm taking you guys as fools. I promise you guys on everything I have that I'm not even like joking with you guys. I'm not even taking you guys as fools or whatsoever. I feel in this video. Okay, guys, look at this video. Okay, you guys are going to understand clearly why am I asking you this question, because I was shocked. Okay, look, guys.
Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get
I take care
pregnant?
of many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I
agree.
think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with...
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological...
You're not going to answer my question.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask. I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men. We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged. And yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients, and I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women, and I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such. That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it's exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways.
No, but honestly, okay, there's something about me, okay? I will never judge a trans person. I will never judge a gay person. I will never judge a they, them, it, whatsoever identification you guys do. But what I love about those LGBT communities, there are some people in those communities that are realistic. They're very realistic and very honest. Like, I'm wondering your opinions. Like, there are a lot of them that, you know, they have to manipulate their body to be able to conceive. And most of the people that does it, there were biologically women that transition to men, but they still have the ability to give birth because their biology helps them to give birth, because biologically they were women and they transition to men. At the end, they look like a man outside, but inside it's a woman's body. So that's why they can conceive, because biologically they were women. The thing is that man wasn't discriminating. He wasn't even discriminating. He asked a simple question. I don't know. I found that crazy. I want to know what are your thoughts on the video, on the scientific, like her way of answering whatsoever, because I would never discriminate that society, those people. I believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Bible, yes, but I'm not here to like mix all that together. You know, I respect whatever each and everybody calls each other, but something that I cannot comprehend is people denying reality. You look like Mocha from Italy. I'm here, but this is literally weird to me. Exactly. Yeah, we like, if they look me, what I would never judge is if tomorrow you feel like a cat, you identify as a cat, okay. That is a do you thing. Because I believe at the end of the day, every human being that has a brain and that has the right to take their independent decision legally according to the law should and has the right to choose whatever they feel like they want to. But when it comes to survival, they need to be honest with reality. I understand your point. I understand your point, Holly. But the thing is, like, even scientists, they're getting to interfere with that. Because me, for example, if somebody wants to transition, I don't know what is your stance on that. I really and I firmly believe that, okay, when a kid is young and they feel like they're attracted to male, attracted to females, attracted to it, her, this and that, they should be followed, and experts should go through their journey with them to understand what is going on with them and things when and what make them believe in all what they're trying to identify to. Now, the second part of that is what? When they are now adults, if as an adult now they really are sure of their decision that they're taking, that they're really sure that they want to step on the other side, as an adult, they're already mature major and they're conscious of their decision, then whatever they feel like doing with their body, they have the right to. But I feel that it's unfair for kids to go through that, because I have a lot of people around me. I grew up with people that were neutral, that felt like they were women. I grew up with transgenders, and that's how they were feeling younger, and they transition. But the problem now is that nobody talk about the detransitioners. Now she's regretting a lot of her decision. Now they're regretting a lot of their decision, the people around me. And I feel that is very sad. Because the doctors are like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Do it. Yes, you're right, do it. As soon as they did it, now they're regretting. I think it's fair for an adult to take a decision, but not to a kid. Because you guys know how life is. You know, when we were in our teenage age, you know, you want to get high, you want to drink, you want to party, you want to live your best life. It's the best moment. You want to ride over, you want to speed, you want to do all that. Those are part of the childhood. You have the right to think crazy. You have the right to like go to extremes, but adults should know limits. They should impose the limits. You can have fun, but there are limits, and there should be consequences. But when you get to be an adult, then you do your choices, your decision. I think there should be a law where adults, before the transitioning, they need to have 3 years in between. They need to be asked the question 3 times, and 3 years in between each, because people change drastically in 3 years. 1 year is not enough. People can change drastically. Anyways, I gotta say the word, but anyways, you guys understood what I meant. They should put those laws for adults to be sure. Because seeing the I don't know if you guys know about the LGBT detransitioners. They are crying. They are crying, like most of them, they are crying. And also, because they're detransitioners, they're traitors to the LGBT transitioners. So nobody wants them. I'm from Canada. Well, you know, we cannot impose anything to anyone. It's the same thing, like, you know, I wouldn't impose those people to be women if they feel like men, and be men if they feel like women, okay? I can never impose that to them. But the thing is, like, society needs to do more to help them by asking them and trying to put measures in place. That's the first part. The second part about life is, like, you know, most people smoke. But smoking, you guys know that smoking is not good for health. It can give you cancer and all that. But do people smoke? They do. So I think that people that are deciding to smoke knowingly, they know the risk that they're ready to take. So it is their problem. But me, I'm against kids that are trapped in this nonsense. That is my problem. My problem is for kids. Kids are not aware in what they're going through. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not judging nobody that are smoking. I'm just telling you guys know that smoking is not good. You guys know drinking is not good. But no, there are people that do it and they survive for a long term. Why? Because they never get to the point to abuse it. But we know the effects of smoking and drinking. Stealing is not good. You guys know what happened when you steal. But people still do it. And now, we cannot talking about the criminals that are doing crazy stuff. They know that it's illegal, but they still do it. You know, ice cream so good, but I only inject. Yeah.
Quite depressing. Do you think that men can?
Well, that was my stand on this. I find this so sad. I find this really, really sad. What happens? You get free shit. What do you mean? Thank you so much. No, I find it so sad. I really find it sad. But at least for the votes, people are being realistic. You guys are being realistic, and I love it. You guys are being truthful to yourself. You guys are being realistic. I love it. I really, really love it. Okay, so why are you so burned? I don't even know why I read some questions sometimes. So many kids need blockers for medical reasons. Others, other than this phobia. Exactly. The fuck is saying yes? There are people that thinks that is yes. People are saying yes. Wait, I have a question. In the chat, if you said that yes, men can give birth, can you give me like reasons, like how is that possible? For everybody that said yes, men can give birth, how is it possible? Yes, I can give birth. You're a man and you can give birth? We give birth to eggs. But I also am pregnant. Yoshika, you're pregnant? You're a biological man and you're pregnant? How is that possible? Why are you guys calling me dumb? I'm asking questions to men that are telling me that they can give birth. Stop calling me dumb, guys. I'm asking to men. Men, there's some men in the chat that told me that yes, they can give birth. I'm just asking them the question. I'm trying to educate myself on things that maybe I didn't know. Maybe I was studying the wrong way. All my years of studies was just a bunch of bullshit. Maybe in school they lied to me. What is the connection with God? God made men to give birth? When? Now everyone is pregnant. Yo, you guys are so funny. You guys are the funniest chat I ever had. In streaming, you guys are the best chat ever. I really love you guys. I'm not trolling. I promise you guys, I'm not trolling. The chat is funny, but what I'm saying is like, yo, I see 19%. 19%, that means people have proof or they're sure or they've experienced it. So there are men in the chat. 19% of the men in the chat said that it's possible for men to give birth. So I'm trying to figure out how is that possible that men can give birth, and I wasn't aware of that. I'm just trying to figure that out. You're even pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm a woman. I'm a woman, but I'm not pregnant. What do you mean I'm actually stupid? I'm telling you guys, stop calling me stupid. Because there's this over here. Can you guys explain me how did 19% of the chat said yes? Steven Placenta is actually down to the man, lol. it doesn't actually form until the egg is fertilized. Okay. Of course, it's possible. If a woman could give birth, why can't a man? Equal rights. I hope you're trolling me, Amprox. Thank you so much, I'm training. Thank you. What do you guys mean 19? What do you mean 19% is stupid? But they're saying equal rights with giving birth? Like, guys, are we for real here? Jeez. They're fucking joking. I hope they're joking. I'm African. What do you mean I'm taking this too serious? No! Wait a minute. I know I see there's 37 people in the chat. Let me show you a video just to show you that I'm not making it. It's scientific people that said they didn't answer to the question, so I'm trying to understand how does nature works. Okay, watch this video with me and then tell me if I'm going crazy.
I hesitated there
Wait.
because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal.
Do you
Wait.
think that men can get pregnant?
Look, this is the video.
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the
The
question
goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men
I
get
take care
pregnant?
of many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you, you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a
totally
doctor, I
agree.
think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives.
That is why I'm asking you guys the question, like, why did 19% of the chat said that men can give birth? Yo, that's the thing. I have a biologist in the chat, and she's like saying that this woman is full of shit, and these are the people that are taking care of pregnant women. These are the people that are taking care of our kids. These are the people that we're trusting for future generations, little babies and kids. And, you know, these are the people that we're trusting for the generations to come. And this is who we're relying on. I'm not saying that women can or cannot rule the country. I'm talking about scientists that are denying biological facts that they are teaching us. I don't understand. I really do not understand. How is there no Yo, you guys are asking. Yo, wait a minute, let me help you out. I wish I could have mods, but it's going to take me some time. Do you really think she's a queen? Keyword men. They said men, not male. School lemonade. School with it. Now we're playing with those type of things. I don't think she's even listening. I think she's in her la la land. Yeah, I'm asking because I had to ask a question after I saw this video. That's the thing. That's the thing. She's literally busy arguing about politics. And he said, I'm putting politics aside. Politics are not dictating the world. As a biologist, can you answer my simple question as a biologist? Can men get pregnant? Ooh, I have the crazy ones in the chat. Damn. This is no discussion. This is fact. Men or women are different. Okay. Let me see which type of question I can ask to continue with the debates. No man can get pregnant. To me, a man can never get pregnant. Personally, to me, a man can never get pregnant. Even though, because I know how the hormones works, even if they reduce his testosterone, his whatever, he's going to feel more feminine, but he cannot get pregnant because his body is wired to give. So he's supposed to send it, and the woman's body is supposed to receive, and what stays in, that's how the production starts. I'll help you out. Just here. Yeah, bye-bye. Get rid of people who mocks God. Alright, let me help them out. Because we are not mocking your people. It's like, wait. I'm going to ask another question. Since people are driving me literally crazy. Let's do it. Let's do this one. Let's see how people are going to react to this one. Wait a minute. Why can't I not ask questions? Okay. Okay, try it. Why can I not ask? No, this is not what I wanted to do. Okay. My thing was lagging. Okay, I have my other question. Can cats give birth to dogs? Okay, continuing with the discussion that we have. Let's go. I hope people are just trolling me. The 12%, I hope you guys are trolling me. Why shouldn't I be up this late? No, but that is how. Wait, do you guys are you guys feeling how this is feeling? Even though a man, a woman are the same species, right? The point of it is that cats and dogs is the same thing as saying a man can give birth, because his nature doesn't let him give birth. A biological man can never give birth It's just to make you guys understand how, you know, crazy she sounds by denying the natural fact. I know that cats and dogs are not the same. It's just to make you guys understand how crazy she sounds by denying that men can give birth. Like the way, that's why I use this like an example. Yeah, even if you can transition, okay? Most of the men that transition to women were never able to give birth, okay? But now the women that transition to men, they are the one who still that could give birth because they're naturally women. Real men having a baby. School Lemonade, you can give birth? That's the question they're asking. How can you give birth, School Lemonade, if you were not biologically a woman? How can you give birth? That's my question.
Words. Okay, watch this video.
Okay. Are you you're a female, right? Yes, I am a female. I am a female. Yeah. What about it? Because me as a female, I can give birth. I can. But I know that my little brother can give birth. Even if he decided to transition. But I know if my little sister, she transitions to a man, she can still give birth because her body is biologically wired. Because you know what is funny? I've seen a lot of couples where men that feels like women are going to transition to women, and then women that feels like men are going to transition to men, and they are going to put each other together because they know that biology naturally don't let them have kids. Only if she has surgery. So you're telling me if a man gets surgery, he can give birth? Okay, that's a technology that you're going to have to work on it for years. Because when you're trying to go against nature, it always finishes really wrong. What kind of question is up on the poll? Doesn't make sense. That's how I want to show people that a man can give birth. That's the thing. I'm trying to show them that a man that can give birth doesn't make sense. It's crazy. Come on, do you see any kids in this room? Of course a clone fish can, because it's wired for that. Not even clone fishes only. They're also like, I don't know if it's Omar. I don't know if it's Omar or I don't know. There's also those type of you know, it's not like crayfish, but it's something around that. Those are wired to give birth, and they're you know, creatures that give birth themselves. They reproduce by themselves. They don't need somebody to reproduce themselves. Yeah, seahorses. Exactly. Seahorses is the man that is carrying the babies. A man can give birth. A transfer woman can give birth. Exactly what I was saying, Tyson. That is exactly what I was saying. A man can never give birth, but if a woman transition, that's the only way a man can give birth. Exactly. Those are the creatures that are made that way because they're made that way. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys another question. Let's evolve in our questions, okay? Let's not sleep about the same topic all over again. Should it be legal for Okay, new question for you guys. I'm prepping the question. Let's evolve with the questions. Let's go. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Let's keep rolling. Like the plant and apple seed. Getting watermelon. The way that man can get ready if the doctor performed even that. Thank you so much, Alma. Okay, so guys, what do you mean by transitioning? You know, like, a kid feeling like a girl, deciding to transition to a boy and stuff like that. Changing genders. Yeah, exactly the word that I was looking for. Random transphobia wasn't expected. What do you mean random transphobia wasn't expected? Come on, we cannot discuss about topics without you guys using transphobia? Come on now. It's not transphobia, it's just being realistic and being fair with kids. You adults that feels like men in that transition, women that feel like men that feel like women that transition as an adult, that is okay. You guys do you. You guys are adults. But now kids involved in this, that is dangerous. Kids have the right to grow up and think about the decision clearly before getting into all that. A boy should be a boy, a girl should be a girl. I accidentally said yes, I thought you said illegal. Oh, it's okay, it happens. I think you can remove your votes, I don't know. Maybe you can, I don't know. You should change gender. You know one should change genders. Not the age of 12, you should not be legal to be able to modify your body tattoos generation. Okay, you can switch side. I don't know how. Change pronouns. How old was you when you transitioned? I never transitioned. I am a girl, born a girl, forever a girl, a woman. 100% in biological woman. This is frying me. No, I know. This is not fair. Animals do it and it's not harming you personally. Which animals does transition? Unless they're naturally wired to do that. If 12 years old is transit, then that will be a problem to the case of 18 legally. Because there are many kids that did it young, but when they get to the age of 18, 20, they have a problem about it. And I'm talking about it because I had people in my close ground. I had friends, very, very close friends. I met them as a she. And then part of her, when she was like at 15, 16, she was overstressed with like having a boyfriend. She was heartbroken several times. Her parents were acting weird. There was so many beef and stuff like that. And she was seeing how marriage was, how boys would treat her, how her friends would get V and stuff like that. She got scared with all that and she started going crazy. And I'm not saying that most of them are crazy, but I'm saying just that she should have been followed by somebody, but she didn't have that and she wouldn't open as much to me. And all that triggered her decision to think about being a neutral. So she was neither a woman or neither a man. That's the hormone she took. So that is why I'm talking about that. And she's not the only one that I met. She's not the only one that I met. I have another friend that was a boy. He grew up only with girls around him. So it would make him a little bit feminine, but he was crazy about women. And then he started getting bullied by men as crazy and stuff like that. And he got V by men. He got R. We call it what here on YouTube, gripped. He got gripped by men. So he decided to become a woman and he felt like a she since then. And a lot of their stories of those people that feel like women that are men, they all got most of the time raped at least once or twice. And yeah. And for those who are born in the wrong body, let me tell you something about it. I'm not lying. I'm talking to you about real stories with people that I grew up in my adulthood with. That is why I'm talking about that subject. And I don't know if you know about Canada, but Canada has a great community of LGBT. The rest, the Q thing, RSZVU, I don't know much. And the thing about the growing up in the wrong body, I understand that. You guys are going to say that. It's crazy to say that. I understand that. But the actually reality about that is that when a woman is pregnant, there's some pills that they give her that triggers the baby in the stomach. That's first with the pills. And they're pills of that they take when the plan Bs are also a problem. There are many things that they do to trigger like the growth of the baby in the stomach. And you're going to see your little boy starting acting a little bit feminine because of the substance. And that is the truth. Yeah, they make it through a lot of things. So that's why you're going to see a boy. He's going to come out when he's going to be 2-3 years old. Yeah, I identify as this woman's forehead. That is funny, actually. No, I don't speak Italian, unfortunately. I really do a lot of research. I do really do a lot of research. I really learn about, I listen to podcasts about big scientific that debates about crazy things that they don't want us to know about. and that is from where I got all those information. But you know, with time, I'm going to buy my setup, buy everything, so I will be able to like talk to you guys with files on the side. I'll be able to show you files. I'm going to show you, I will be able to show you proof of everything that I'm saying and all that. So yeah, bushes that are strong opinion to have without a reason. I don't understand. I don't understand what is the connection. But why though? That is another debate. If I told you why they're doing that to women in society, that is another debate. But the real reason that they're doing all this is all about money. It's all about money. It's all about control. It's all about, there's a lot of things going on. You look 14, you're a kid. There are people that I shouldn't give attention to, but whatever. You need to be 18 to get a tattoo, 18 to vote, 21 to drink. Yeah, let's make 12 years old decide shit. Which are there? You see, backstabber. Do you see? It doesn't make sense. Guys, wait. Are you guys aware? You guys are going to say that this is like a subject diversion. It's just to give you an example, okay? Do you know like the black hair product that we put on our hair, you know, is to straighten our hair because we like to straighten our hair and stuff like that, you know, for the people that has my type of hair. And then we learned in 2022 that it could give us cancer. And it's been more than 100 years that we were using that. And they told us it wasn't a problem. We could use it. It is verified, it is checked. Now, 150 years later, we're learning what? It can give us cancer. Imagine. Just imagine that. They can tell us the truth when it's too late. Do you guys remember like when cigarette came out? It came out in what? In the 90s, right? Did it come out in the 80s, in the 50s, in the 60s? Which time did the cigarette came out? You know, when smoking was a trend. Wait, let me check it out. Do you guys know when smoking was a trend, like it was allowed? Because I know they used to do a lot of publicity with the smoking. It was a vibe. We were cool if we would smoke and stuff like that. 1920. So look, in 1920, or in 1920, it's allowed to smoke. It's a trend to smoke. And back in the days, you would see kids, young adults, like, you know, there is, you know, those are the cigarette came in 1890. Okay, so 1890, 1920, those are the times that they say it's legal. Imagine what? Then they start to prevent people to stop smoking in 2010. Like about 100 and something years later, now they're saying, oh, it's dangerous. Oh, this, no, but there's a time that it was a big trend. I'm talking about the fact that there was a time that it was very trending. You would be so cool. They were doing a lot of publicity. A lot of publicity. There was a time that they were selling as crazy. That is the time that I'm talking, because it was allowed, but people weren't smoking that much. Exactly. How did we go from trends to cigarette? That is a great question. My point of talking about cigarette and all that, for you guys to understand where I'm going with my point, is to make you guys understand that cigarette, before they made it a trend, they made it legal, and when it's going to be too late, that is when they are telling people to stop. Somebody that is a smoker for more than 20 years, or has a generational, or in genetics, they were smoking for a long time, for him, not smoking, he's going to think that it's a cool thing, and he just doesn't care, or he won't even mind it. The same thing for transitioning. Transitioning is very legal right now, but guess what? 150 people, 50 years later, they're going to say that, oh, it's not good, you shouldn't do that, and stuff like that. They're going to start doing the same thing like the cigarettes. But the thing is, like, it's going to be too late. People are going to get used to it. Exactly. Thank you so much. Because they're going to get used to the fact that transitioning is a normal thing. And that's, I know, but it's not enough. It's not enough to create the big movement. It's not enough. For example, the phones. You guys remember when phones came out? Phones, people were like, oh no, it's not good to be too much on the phone. It's not too much good to be on the phone and stuff like that. But then they start making trendy. Somebody that doesn't have a phone is not cool, it's not good, da 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 da. Now everybody have phones, and in crazy situations, people are like half human. Instead of helping somebody, people film it. Instead of helping somebody, people film it. And we see crazy situations like that. And at school, people cannot do anything now without ChatGPT, for example. Before, you used to do like crazy research. You used to, like, you know, work your brains out. Now there's ChatGPT. Who is studying now? Who will study to get whatever? You just go on ChatGPT, you ask your questions, you get your thing. Ask your questions. You know? Exactly. All I'm telling you guys is just that the government is going to push everything that is bad, and they're going to stop us when they know that we're already addicted to it. They need to make us addicted to everything, and then they retract it when it's the hardest process, the hardest time of the addiction. I didn't know they had phones in the zoo. Wait, let me help you out, Billy. I want to have nice conversation. Being disrespectful is not fun. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. It's just like I want people to start waking up and start thinking for themselves. You know, I used to say that, and people thought that I was overdoing it. You know, I grew up in Africa, right? And let me tell you a reality from the difference between Europe, America, and Africa. You know, in Africa, school is very hard. School is very hard. We do not have access to our phones, even in primary school. We don't have access to our phones in high school, in university. We do not have access to our phones. And we need to study 10 times harder. So what happens? Since you have to study 10 times harder and stuff like that, and it triggers your memory, right? So you have to memorize everything you've studied, because most of the time, what I noticed when I was studying here in Canada is that everything that I study and I memorize is the exact same questions in the exams. But in Africa, everything that I've studied and memorized, it's something opposite. I do not even remember how I would be passing my classes, but I know that school was hard. But here, everything was so easy. Like, we used to calculate with our head. Like, you would tell me 9 times 5, I would say it like right away. 9 times 10, I would say it right away. 5 times 8, I would tell you right away. But now, I would look on my phone to be sure that I said it properly. We didn't have calculators till we got to university, but we already had access to calculators when I was in first grade of high school. And second grade of high school, I already have access to my phone all the time. And then my last year in high school, I needed to use my phone for every classes. Do you get it? So your brain gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And the time for you to think or like just to, it's harder. Instead of reading a book, we're more on social media. Instead of going outside enjoying in real life with friends, we're here talking. We rather text somebody instead of going outside. I don't know if you see that. And when you're addicted to your phone and staying home and just being in like live chats whatsoever, texting, group chats, instead of going out and meeting, when people are going to start saying, oh no, it's important to go outside, you're going to be like, no, I'm comfortable in my home. I don't need to go outside. I'm glad I grew up to school with mobile phones. Yeah. Western world education teaches to pass tests and get used to working week, not to build a future. Exactly. But Mike Jones, I'm working on my setup and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. It doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. I really, really know what I'm talking about, and I have arguments for everything that I'm saying, and I'm on the same side with you right now. I'm on the same side with you right now. What you're saying, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know calculators were checking work, not doing the work for them, but I'm telling you something that in Africa, you don't have the right to use calculator until you're in university, normally. Here, I was able to use the calculator like already in high school. My beginnings in high school, I already had the right to use calculator. When I was in the same classes, same year in Africa, I didn't have the right to, because it was considered as cheating. I don't know if you see my point on that. Happy birthday, Marcus. It should be illegal for all humans to transition. You know, that is a big debate. Yeah, but my point in talking about like the Western world and the African world is just to show you my point with the transitioning side. Why? Because they make everything that are bad for us good till the moment they know we're addicted to it. That is what they're going to do with the transitioning. So the moment we're addicted to it, they're going to keep pushing kids to transition. And then when it's too late, when kids are getting used to that, it is going to be too late for kids to detransition. Imagine most of the detransitioner that are fighting and sending lawsuit, they transition when they were kids. And now as grown adults that have brains, they're regretting it. That's my point. Thank you so much, Benson. Now they're regretting all their decisions. Most of them, they were kids when they were transitioning. But don't worry, with time I'm going to grow up my setup so like that I can show you like arguments, and I'm going to show you my proofs, my sources with time. It's very hard. I'm getting new and I'm getting used to YouTube. I'm new on YouTube. I'm getting used to it. But yeah. Exactly. Because I want to ask you guys, if you're in a society where you need to make more money. The point of them to make us go around this way is for us to be workers. When they send us to school, they make school free, accessible, and all that. Is for us to be workers. They don't want us to get out of our zone. And many entrepreneurs get it hard on them. As soon as you decide or you want to become an entrepreneur, you're a threat to them because you're not following the path that they designed for you. People with brains know that point. Yeah, but it's hard to know who thinks now with their brains or not. Little kids have no idea what they're talking about. Little kids have no idea what they're talking about. Which kid do you see? Which kids do you see in the room? I don't understand. Western Christian. We're too blind to see what's special is in Europe and America for humanity, not to be homeless. Exactly. And that is very sad. Screw to. Where do you see yourself in the future? I have a lot to say about that. I'm not religious at all. I don't even believe in religion, but I know it's wrong for a child to transition. Exactly. Like, it's just to show you guys that if you know how biology works, if you see how the nature works, even without being religious, just looking at the nature, you know that something is not right. I would put it this way: if they give a good education, we all be doctors. There will be no more inputting. No one inputting in your trash. That I understand too. That I understand too. That is another debate. That is another debate. Okay. You know what? My next live stream, which is probably tomorrow, we're going to talk about society. Let me write it down because I'm about to go off society. So we're going to take more time. I'm going to try to come up more earlier so we have more time to debate on it. Because you're right about what you're saying. You're very right about what you're saying. But I think there are things that they're really abusing. They're really abusing a lot of things. I'm okay with that point of them, but they're abusing so many stuff. Because I would tell you something. There are people that are wired naturally, and they're not people that are seeking to be millionaires, to be entrepreneurs. There are many dreamers, and there are many dreamers that like dreaming. You know what made social media a trend is because people love watching people love watching influencers. You know, the way, the lifestyle they make them believe, oh, when you're rich, this is the type of lifestyle you have, da 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 da. I've been around real rich people, and real rich people do not act like the influencers try to show us on social media. But just the fact that people were trying to live into that bubble and stuff like that, it would release the stress, their daily stress that they're living at work and all that. Like, being successful, not everybody has the same definition of success. People, for them, success is having a family. People's success for them is having a house and having a great job, and that's it. Everybody has a definition of success. People's success is be able to drink wake up tomorrow morning. That's their definition of success. So that is a bigger debate. We can get into it tomorrow. I'm genuinely gay today. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Nigeria. What statement? What statement to the system is common food acting like goons in suits, makeup? Exactly. Thank you so much. Everyone wants to be seen, stand out. Trans movement has opened that door to people. Unfortunately, a lot of them are following a craze, not their hearts. Exactly. That is my point. You just said it. Because the detransitioners, that is what they're denouncing. You've been disrespectful on the chat. I'm just trying to debate. That is what I was talking about, and you had the exact point that I wanted to say. But you're really a good debater, and there's a lot of you guys that debates very, very well. Honestly, nice to meet all of you guys. I really had a lot of fun, but I'll have to log off right now. It's like 3 a.m. here, and I'm really tired. But I'm promising you guys tomorrow I'm coming more earlier. So we're going to continue these topics. I really had a lot of fun. But we're going to continue this another time. See you guys. Have a great night. Be blessed. Thank you so much for everybody that is subbing. Thank you for everybody that is subbing. 8 a.m. here. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try to come up a little bit earlier. I'm going to try to come up earlier. It's going to be a rough fight, but let's go. We have a lot to talk about, and I'm really loving you guys. You guys are so nice and so polite. They're weird people, but you guys are very polite. You guys are so, so nice. Good night, guys. So it's good. Okay. See you guys.